dangerous.
Whoa! Ouch! Damn, I should have been careful. I ran after the girl and I paid the price for it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, aka Gcurse here. Welcome to the continuation of my Silent Hill 2 playthrough. Happy Memorial Day. I hope you are able to take time to be thankful for those who gave their life for the, the freedoms that you have and the things that you have in your life. I don't have anybody really, like any family in this area, so basically I did a lot of work around my home, and then I figured, you know what, I have some free time this morning, so let's work on Silent Hill 2. When I last left off, it was shortly after Maria. She was killed. I'm not even gonna mince words. That lady is dead. The figure with like the big helmet thing, what do you want to call it, he stabbed her right through the back, and that kind of shot my theory to hell, that I thought that Maria was the bad guy, that she was actually going to be using James with the ultimate goal of killing him. Boy, I was wrong with that one. I bet on the wrong horse on that one. But yeah, so I'm I can't wait to see what goes on now, because it seems like that they were kind of making this game to be kind of like a journey with James and Maria, but with Maria now gone, it's back to just James. So let's see how that goes, shall we? Let me get my headphones on. Hey. So I have currently, oh, let's actually go back. Let's see here, so you guys can see. I have been playing a total time played is 16 hours. This is my 10th session, and I'm now at 50% complete. So I figured maybe 3 or 4 more of these sessions, and maybe I'll be able to complete this game. This game has actually been pretty damn fun, and I'm very pleased with the outcome. Now, when we last left off, he was outside the hotel. Not the hotel. I keep saying hotel. It was the hospital. He was outside the hospital, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit lost. I'm not sure exactly where I was heading. So let's see if I can make up any ground, since then. Look for lying figures hiding under obstacles. I can do that. Hey. Oh, that's right. This thing. Okay, so we are where are we at? We are currently noise. Your noise. It sounds like it's back there, but I can't go back there anymore. I'm wondering if I forgot to kill an enemy and it's kind of like stuck in the background now. So we are currently about to, it looks like we're going back into Heaven's Night. I think that's where I think this building is connected to Heaven's Night. Heaven's Night is like a club that
Laura, stop! It's dangerous.
Whoa! Ouch! Damn, I should have been careful. I ran after the girl and I paid the price for it. Okay, I think that was the closest I've been to death in this game so far. I don't think I actually died yet in this game. Cockroach didn't even have it coming. See it coming. I was halfway expecting one of those monsters to be there. Okay, it's oh yeah. The door is locked. Okay, so I guess we gotta go through the gate. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, there it is. That musical flourish, it made me think actually something was just about to happen. That is so gross. Is there anything in this vehicle? Hey, hold on, what? Oh, it's okay, ammo. Sweet. There it is. Yeah. Gotcha. Is this a doorway right here? It looks like you can pass through here, possibly. Nope. Okay. I'll take this. I can't go in, but I can at least take the ammunition. Well, no way I'll be crossing that. Yep, no good. Okay. Okay, the radio's going off again. You want me, you're gonna have to come out here. Come on. So apparently you can apparently shoot through some of these doors if there's like an enemy on the other side. If there's an enemy on some of these behind some of these doors, it looks like you can shoot through the door, which is nice. Fuck. How did that fucking miss? Yeah, I'm really starting to think that the aiming in this game isn't always the best. Let's go check out the... Oh, we can't. Okay. I thought maybe you can uncover it. Yeah, that's blocked. Can I go through this door? If I can. Okay, before I do, there's a side entrance over here also. Can I go through here? No, I cannot. Okay. It seems like these ones, they always tend to like to hide. And the thing is, I love the way that they did the shadows in this game because they blend in pretty good with the shadows because I just don't see them when I'm walking around. But yeah, I've kind of noticed that some of these enemies act differently. Like those ones that this one I just killed. It looks like it's just a bunch of legs. They kind of hide. Whereas there's some that lay on the ground out in the open. And then like it looks like the nurses or something from the hospital. They just kind of walk around. They don't care if they're hiding or not. Okay, where am I at? Okay, so I am currently here. I still kind of find it. I still find it kind of weird how we went from daytime when he first got into the hospital, and now it's just dark. It went like, especially when we went into the garden, it went from daytime to dark. Like no real sunset, no nothing. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. God, that's the background ambiance. Holy hell.
Laura, please, wait!
Oh, is there anything here? Okay, so we are in an unknown location. Okay. Oh my god, that sounded big, whatever it was. Maybe I should. Can we leave? Oh, we can't. We cannot leave. God, that thing sounded huge, and I can't see that far in the dark. Finally, there's a door. Okay. Wait, can I go back in there? Okay. Hey, the rain stopped. Sweet.
Laura? Where did she go?
Okay. He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into himself. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench. That's one thing I've noticed about a lot of these files. A lot of them tends to feel like they speak in riddles. Like talking about looking at the abyss and looking across the abyss or whatever. Yeah. I still don't understand why it is that the cockroaches, I think those are cockroaches. I'm not sure what they are, but they remind me of cockroaches. I still don't understand why those things set off the radio the most, but you have monsters, like literal monsters, and they don't affect the radio that much. When I get done, after I finish this entire playthrough, I'm going to do some research about the lore of this game. And one of the things I'm going to look for is why do the bugs tend to set off the I thought that was what item. Okay. I'm gonna find out why the bugs set off the radar so much, but the monsters don't. You know, I would think that would be the other way around. They're just bugs, and that they wouldn't have that much of a impact. Oh shit. Thought it was gonna explode there for a second. I always get confused which ones are the ones that explode. They both kind of look the same to me. How does a shotgun miss like that? Yeah, I know I wasn't aiming directly at the enemy, but you would still think that there would be at least a little bit spread, that they would at least get grazed a little bit. Well, it came from this business here. Something, it could be Green Pharmacy. So you can't really do anything in there. Letter and wrench. Oh, okay. hell's that noise? Hear a noise. I just can't. I think it could be in the building right there. Yep, it is. They make the weirdest of sounds. I'm amazed that little girl, Laura, hasn't been killed yet. Okay, to be honest a little bit, when it comes to these enemies here, there's times that it does actually feel scary. You know, like that you're not expecting them there. And then there's times it seems like that they place these enemies in spots just to get like a cheap ambush on you. You already have like a cockroach, and then you have one of those nurse-like monsters, and you go in to fight them. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes out. It just feels like sometimes they use these guys way too much, in my opinion. I don't mind them using them every now and then, especially for like for stealth. But it seems like at times that they're just dropped in to get a cheap hit on you. Which kind of ruins the effect of the enemy, that if they just drop them in as like get cheap hits, like a cheap boss, you know, like a cheap mini boss. I don't even say a cheap mini boss. Like a cheap foot soldier or something. What did I fucking say? No, I don't. Thank you. God damn. Is there anything else in here? Okay, seriously, if there's nobody in this town, and this town looks like it's been destroyed for years, kind of. Where the fuck are... How the hell do these cars still have power? I see you. Thank you. But seriously, like, this truck has power, yet this truck here looks like it's been dead for a decade. You know, it's like... And I know I'm probably looking too deeply into things. It's just... It's little things that pop into my head while I play these games. Stuff. Okay, going on the other side. This way? Shit. That's just kind of like just one of the observations I have. It's like, if this town is supposed to be run down and destroyed, how is it like some cars still have power? And okay, maybe like they have like a solar powered power plant or something, so the lights can still work. But how is it that there's like literally no one in this community, with the exception of Laura, Billy, and that I just remember there was also that lady you met in the very beginning, the one that was looking for her mom. I kind of mentioned her in the previous video. Those three people left. How is it that these vehicles are, you know, I just don't understand. Okay, so it looks like we got oh Neely's bar. Okay, well, hold on. Fuck. Okay, let's go into Neely's or Bar Neely. That would be Neely's bar, but okay. Apparently we're barring somebody called Neely or named Neely. Oh, this is like where I was at the very beginning of the game. There's a hole here. There something. Oh fuck! It's like there's a hole here. And I remember this was part of an earlier puzzle. If you really want to see Mary, you should just die. But you might be heading to something place than Mary, James. Well, that's ominous. Oh, well, I could have clicked on it. I didn't realize that. If you want to see Mary, you should just die, but you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. What the hell is that noise? Like I said, this is like at least the 5th time that I've had something like this happen where I'll click on an item and you get like a little theme. It actually sounds like somebody breathing, to be honest, now that I'm listening to it. Can I go through here now? No, I cannot. Can I go through this door still? Hear a noise like there's one of those monsters. Can I go through here? No, I cannot. Okay. So it looks like my only choice is actually to go through this door. I've never seen cockroaches that aggressive. How did he... Oh God, sometimes he, like, the game automatically makes you miss. If it is, I don't think it's my aim and my, you know, coordination is that bad. I think that there's literally an issue with the melee and shooting combat of this game from time to time. Well, there's another chasm here. I didn't want to use a shotgun, but I didn't want to risk this thing activating before I had a chance to pull out my handgun. Shit. Okay, guys, I'm going to just take a quick break and stretch my legs. So I'm going to stop recording, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, I'll be right back.